Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. Today we're taking a look at the latest update for Animal Crossing New Horizons that was released earlier today. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So after only a week or so having passed since the release of the version 1.11 update to New Horizons that reintroduced the fireworks show throughout the month of August, as well as adding a bunch of old and new seasonal celebrations and their respective items, Nintendo have just dropped another update pretty much out of the blue. Now earlier today or late last night, depending on what region you're in, Nintendo distributed the latest update for New Horizons, bringing the version number up to version 1.11.1. This is of course a patch update as noted by the additional one rather than a content update that we would usually see. With that said, this update does focus on fixing some pretty annoying bugs and issues that were previously introduced in the version 1.11 distributed just last week. According to the patch notes, this update focuses on fixing 4 fairly significant bugs, some of which we reported on recently. So let's take a look. Number 1. DIY recipes. The first issue Nintendo's latest patch addresses is to the order of the DIY recipes in the Nook Phone app. As of version 1.11, these recipes were displayed in the wrong order when sorted by when they were obtained. As you'd expect, this issue has now been resolved and after updating will be ordered and sorted correctly. Number 2. Harv's Island. Probably the biggest issue, especially for designers or anyone who enjoys creating photo shoots at Photopia, was the colour variation issue at Harv's Island. We went over this in detail in a previous video, but essentially some items that can be obtained in a variety of base colours that can't be customised were being rendered or displayed incorrectly when placed at the cabin. This seemed to affect quite a lot of players actually, but fortunately this has now been fixed and only the item variations you own will be displayed. Number 3. Nooks Cranny. The latest content update, which was version 1.11 distributed at the end of July, also introduced an audio issue inside of Nooks Cranny. This issue appears to be surrounding the flow of music and the closing background music that plays before the store closes for the evening. Many players discovered that it simply wasn't playing on their islands. Again, this patch addresses this issue and has been resolved. Number 4. Clouds. Another bug that was introduced in the earlier update includes certain clouds not appearing during some in-game seasons on the New Horizons island. Although this is probably the least serious out of all the issues, it's not how the game was intended and has been fixed, meaning once updated, the proper clouds can be encountered. So those 4 bugs or glitches were of course the main reason for the surprise update, and honestly it's absolutely awesome to see Nintendo jump on this pretty much straight away. Naturally, as with any update, this does mean you'll need to update to the latest version, not only to fix these issues, but also to play multiplayer and things like that. It should of course update automatically and you'll be able to tell by checking the version number on the title screen, but if for some reason it hasn't updated, you can check manually for an update by pressing the plus button over the New Horizons icon on the home screen, or force it by setting your clock to the real time, shutting down your console by holding the power button until the power off option appears, and rebooting. Anyway, this is pretty awesome little update, but what do you think about these fixes? Have you updated already, and do you think this was a result of Nintendo tinkering with new features behind the scenes? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this video. Of course, I'd like to thank all of the Patreon and channel members for supporting this content and helping me upload as regularly as I do. I couldn't do it without you. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, be sure to leave a like and comment patch just to let me know you did. That would be super awesome, and be sure to include if you ever notice any of these issues whilst playing. I'd love to know. Anyway, until next time, have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.